Hey, what's up, guys? It is Sundance, part of the Triple S crew, the Words with Nerds heard, and I'm here to talk about my side quest for today, which is going to be Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. So, this is actually an HD remastered video game of the original Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword that came out in 2011 for the Wii. First off, I haven't finished the whole game yet. I think I probably have maybe an hour or two left in the actual game itself. For this one, it is the first in like continuity, chronological order of the Legend of Zelda series for those video games. As you guys know, or if you don't know, there are about a good 20 of them, maybe more. But I think this one is definitely up there as one of my favorite stories for the Legend of Zelda series. Most of the time, it revolves around two characters, Link and Zelda, Princess Zelda. Link is the character that you take control of in pretty much all of the games. You play as just a knight that is to protect Princess Zelda. I'm gonna try not to go too specific into like the game mechanics or anything like that for you casual viewers, because I don't want your eyes to glaze over. But I will say that this game, the story definitely holds up. So I think the greatest thing about this was the graphics. They went from 480p, which is kind of low quality, to 1080p, basically very good quality. If you have it docked, it's 1080p, and if you're playing it handheld, it's 720p with 60 FPS. What happens is, since it's I think the greatest thing about it is because it's the first in the continuity, they got to mess around a little bit more with the story, the origin of the Master Sword, the three goddesses, the kingdom, the interactions between Zelda and Link are kind of, if you've played Breath of the Wild recently in the last couple of years, because that was the most recent release for Legend of Zelda for a minute, there's a disconnect between Princess Zelda and Link, which kind of takes away from it. That was probably my only gripe about Breath of the Wild, because everything else was fantastic, which also it kind of set the bar a little high for me when I was playing this game. However, I will say that I tried to keep in mind that it was a remake and that it wasn't a brand new game all on its own, although there are certain aspects of it that feel that way. The graphics are rich, the story is rich, the soundtrack is amazing. It felt like I was kind of a kid again playing this game, and I really enjoyed it. The puzzles, for sure. If you are a person that plays RPGs or any kind of game for the puzzles, it's kind of like going back in time and playing those harder to read spots altogether, which is really cool. I would say my favorite part about it is just the nostalgia that you feel when you play these games. It's more or less something that, if you're around my age, like 29 or 30 or 28, whatever, then you certainly feel like you're back in a time machine and you're just that kid that's biggest worry in the world is trying to figure out the latest dungeon puzzle for this level. The only cons that I have for this is going to be the gaming mechanics, where sometimes the camera feels a little, just janky overall. And then the controls themselves, they still kind of feel like Wii controls, almost like they kept it in mind when they were recreating it. But overall, the vastness of the sky, sky is almost kind of like a character itself, as well as the setting in this game. So I would definitely recommend this for any RPG lover or anybody that wants to share a video game with their partner for the first time, something like that. This is really cool to ease into. So, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you listening to me for this week, and hopefully you guys stick around for the next side quest. And as always, from the Triple S crew, thanks.